Hey guys, Kobe here today with a brand new Overwatch video. Today we're going to be covering possible locations for new maps in Overwatch. I know the new map Eichenwald was just announced, but I believe there could possibly be a few more map locations that Blizzard could possibly be hinting at. I'm sure most of the Overwatch fans know Jeff Kaplan has released a statement saying that new maps and heroes would be coming to the game, and there's been a lot of speculation concerning the new heroes, but not as much has been said about the new maps, and we haven't known much about the new maps until Eichenwald. So I decided to make a video over the maps, and most of my information for the location of the new maps is actually coming from the in-game map Numbani. Blizzard has teased us about many upcoming features by subtly putting things in the game, for example the Diva poster on Hanamura, or in fact the supposed new hero Doomfist on Numbani as well. So it's not new for Blizzard to tease new features through in-game posters or pictures. Today, however, we're going to be looking at the flight board on the wall of the attacking side of Numbani. Right now I should be putting up two pictures of the flight board on screen. The one on the right is during the beta, and the one on the left is the current state of the board. I'm sure you guys already can see that there are a lot of differences. However, I'm going to highlight the differences between the two boards and specifically color code the differences. I should be able to put a key down at the bottom right or left of the video right now. Anyway, I believe the differences on this board, or the changes Blizzard has made to this board between the beta and the full game, can be hinting towards the locations of new upcoming maps Kaplan was talking about. Why I believe these changes are significant is because, one, everything Blizzard does is for a purpose for the most part, and secondly, some of the changes actually turned into maps. For example, Tokyo and London were denoted as delayed during the beta, but at the release of the game, they have been changed to Hanamura and Kings Row, which have been denoted as on time. So I think it's very possible this board is telling us the setting of some of the new maps they have been playtesting since these maps obviously made it into the game. At the moment, I believe delayed to mean in development and on time to mean close to being added to the game. Also to mention, Kings Row was released during the beta, if I'm not mistaken, so they were hinting towards the location, or the London location, before the map was out. However, during the beta there were 6 delayed locations, and now there is only 1 delayed location in the current version of Xbox One Overwatch. So what changed? Well, I already pointed out 2 of the 5 changes, being Tokyo and London being delayed to then being changed to Hanamura and Kings Row and being on time. However, that still leaves 3 changes. First, we will cover Moscow. I do not think Moscow will be the location of one of the new maps, because instead of changing to on time like the other maps, it has been changed to cancel. I feel like the map was in development, however they scrapped it for some reason, possibly because they already have Sky Industries, which is based in Russia. Anyway, the other 2 changes are what I believe to be our next maps, or the maps closest to being put in the game at this point. The first change is Paris. Paris was changed from delayed to on time, which I believe means it's in development and is possibly close to coming into the game. Paris logically makes sense for a map location for Blizzard to add, considering Widowmaker is from that area, and Blizzard seems to like to make maps that have some ties to heroes. As well, Jeff Kaplan said that they had a really good new map, however it had very long lines of sight, which would make characters like Reaper unplayable, but if they could work out the lines of sight, then they would be happy to add it to the game. In my opinion, that seems to fit Paris perfectly. When I imagine a Paris theme map, I imagine very long lines of sight, with the Eiffel Tower being the center of the map, and snipers like Widowmaker, Hanzo, possibly Ana, being able to get on it as a vantage point and be able to be very powerful from that position. The other change that was made to the board was to New York. New York was also changed from delayed to on time. I really don't have any logical reason behind being able to back New York as a possible map location, but I was expecting more maps based in the US, and New York is a pretty popular place that almost everyone knows about, so those 2 maps I think could definitely be coming to the game. However, there's a possibility one other map could be sneaking its way in. If you noticed earlier, I did mention that there was 1 location still in delayed status. That map is Irvine. This is interesting because I believe the delayed status to be representing maps in early development, or maps that they are thinking of trying to make. With it staying at the delayed status, I believe they are still debating whether to put this map in or not. Irvine is actually the location of a Blizzard office in California. However, we already have Hollywood based in California, so I think that is possibly why they haven't pulled the trigger on this map. I'll also see Jeff wearing a shirt saying Irvine in one of the recent developer updates, so maybe that's a hint or maybe it's not. A few other changes to note are the change of location of London in the beta to Singapore in the current version. I think this could possibly have something to do with D.Va, however D.Va is from South Korea, and Singapore is located in Malaysia, which is obviously a little bit different place. The next, I think, could also somehow be connected to D.Va, but it changes Cario to Taipei, excuse me if I didn't say that right. Again, not D.Va's exact location, however somewhat close. This could possibly turn into maps just because they are semi-close to D.Va and could offer some hero background. However, I feel these two to be fairly unlikely. The final change I want to talk about is Los Angeles being changed to Sydney. Now, I've really been expecting an Australian-based map because it could offer great background for heroes, or not so heroes, Junkrat and Roadhog. Although I was expecting this to be more based in the Outback, but hey, Sydney seems like a pretty dope map location, so I'd take it. Plus, Blizzard kinda likes to take out two birds with one stone, just as they did with Genji and Hanzo on Hanamura. Overall, I think the map locations this is hinting to most is definitely Paris and New York, but I think Irvine and Sydney are also ones they could be considering. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. Please remember this is all my speculation, so if none of these maps make it into the game, please do not be mad. If you did enjoy, please hit that like button. Also, subscribe for more Overwatch content. And again, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
They were Roadhog.
That's scary. Spooky.
Roadhog's dead. I'm pushing it. Oh, there's a character.
Oh, crap.
Fields down.
That's exactly what you're doing.
I have my ult ready. Just anything that's really bad.
I did too. I'm popping mine.
Same. Just kill him. He did. How's he not weak? There we go.
Let's go.